All right, it's Wednesday, the 24th of January. I just want to do another update on this juice fasting because I realized when I got done making that video 2 days ago. So this is my 52nd day of juicing. But I realized when I got done making that update video 2 days ago on my 50th day that I had gotten so into certain aspects of the update, but I didn't get into others that were important, that I just, it's just so much. Again, guys, I just came out of a huge 3-week unbelievable detox and withdrawal symptoms, plus the highly triggering emotional issue with my son that I had to process and work through at the, so it was like a mess, man. I just came out of that whole whirlwind of craziness. And so my mind wasn't completely clear. And I know I was getting sidetracked, even though it was like a 50-minute video. There was so much I left out of that and that I think are important to update people on as far as this juicing goes. So right after, I think in that video I had said I hadn't had a bowel movement in 2 days. Well, it was like right after I had posted that video, I ended up having a bowel movement, a solid shit. Guys, solid, fully solid shit. I was like, it blew my mind. I mean, I'm almost 2 months with just on juice, and now I have solid fecal matter coming out. Where is that coming from? That is mind-blowing. I mean, it blows my freaking mind that 50 days into just doing juice. And guys, my juice is not only strained through the juicer, which gets most of the pulp out, but then I have an additional strainer that the juice goes into before it goes into my cup. So it's getting double strained. So there's like literally no pulp in my juice whatsoever, any kind of fiber, nothing to like come together inside of my body to make a solid shit out of it. It's straight juice. So think about this, guys. 50 days into just juice with no solid foods, highly strained, fresh juice, and all of a sudden I'm having solid bowel movements. And then yesterday I had another one. I was so fucking happy. I couldn't believe it. Because this is what I've been trying to get to. This is, get this stuff out of me. And just to see it, physically manifest like this is like, it was mind blowing. It was like, it's making everything so worth it. I was like, God damn, that is so crazy to like, I mean, nobody can explain that. Nobody can explain that away. That means that this gunk is sitting inside my system. And, it's so weird to me. I was talking to Brandon the other day. It's so freaking weird to me that, like, why isn't it common knowledge that, with all the stupid little facts and everything that fly around all the time that people talk about, why isn't it common knowledge that a grown human, when they die, has between 25 and 40 pounds on average, depending on your height? A person 5'6" has average of 25 pounds. A person 6 foot has an average of like 40 pounds of shit, of fecal matter sitting inside their digestive tract when they die. So like, why aren't these morticians and these people who do the autopsies, why aren't they putting this information? Why doesn't none of this get out to the medical field? Why does none of this, I mean, guys, you see, the reason for all disease and sickness is our lymphatic system. Our cells get clogged up with the poisons that we're ingesting. And then our lymphatic system, is our number one part of our immune system, which is also part of our biofield. Right? The energy field outside of us that protects us, that, they lie to us about and say it doesn't exist. And then these fucking woohoos, new age faggots call it goddamn what do they call it? The aura. They call it the aura. So like everybody makes it woo, you know, or the medical field, well, it doesn't even exist. When it's completely exists, and it's part of, and the reason they don't want to address this because it all comes back to the food, guys. The food is the anchor point of our enslavement. And that's why that is the one thing, the one cat they won't let out of the bag is pointing to this food. So why isn't it common knowledge that the average person dies with about 25 to 40 pounds of shit inside their bodies? See, guys, this is what it's doing is this shit is highly toxic, and it is toxic to your body, and it weighs you down. It causes disease, and it backs up it clogs your cells and your lymphatic system. And in what it is it's basically convulsing into the rest of your body, because these systems that are meant to like excrete this and wrap this in like a mucus to be able, so that way it doesn't keep toxifying you. It can only handle so much. And when you're just intaking all these toxins daily throughout the day, you know, that this is the cause of acne. This is the cause of all of these fucking skin issues, psoriasis, eczema. Your skin is one of the first things, you know, severe dry skin. Your skin is one of the first areas that your body lets you know that you are toxic inside. Is skin issues, because these toxins are coming. Not only are they coming out in your urine and your fecal matter, but they're also coming out with the wax in your ears, the sleep that you get in your eyes, those sleep boogers that you get in your eyes, your snot, your spit, but the biggest way that these toxins come out of your body is through your skin. Guys, once we clean ourselves out of all these toxins, your body doesn't stink anymore. You won't have a body odor. Once all these toxins are out of you, your body odor is non-existent. It's not there anymore. So all these lies and this is why history is a 100% lie. They try to tell you that, oh, like we sit there and think we're like, oh man, they must have been stinky back in the day. You know, they must have really stink really bad. They didn't even have deodorant. You know, we're so stupid, man. We live in a land of idiocracy. Because we think like that, but these people weren't eating all these processed foods back in the day. Their bodies didn't stink. They didn't brush their teeth fucking 3 times a day. They didn't go to a doctor. They didn't fucking have rotten teeth. They didn't have any of this shit. None of this shit. They didn't have eczema and acne and fucking skin issues. They didn't have any of it. The only reason we have any of these issues is because of the toxic food that we process, chemicals and the goddamn, artificial flavorings and sweeteners and goddamn all of that horse shit. That's what's causing all this shit. So anyways, so I had 2 solid bowel movements in 2 days, the past 2 days, at day 50 and day 51. I haven't had one today. It's still in the morning. I think it's like 9:30 in the morning right now. But also, I just want to, I want to say, if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Brandon Swink's YouTube channel. He's doing different experiments with this juicing and with solid foods to see and prove to himself how toxic cooked food is. Guys, it doesn't matter. You think you're having a home cooked meal and, oh, it's a home cooked meal. Look, we love each other. We cook at home and everything's great. And no, it's not. You're making a tradition, and you're wrapping all these emotions and causing people to be addicted to these things that are killing them. Cooked food kills you. It is toxifying to your body. It is not natural. It's that simple. It is that simple. You do not need a balanced diet. It's all horse. Guys, this is all horse shit. Our body, our cells are so amazing. Our cells are so fucking amazing. You don't need any of this shit. The only thing your body needs and your cells need is for you to quit fucking putting those goddamn toxins in your goddamn mouth all the time, and give them a break so that way they can repair and regenerate and heal themselves and operate efficiently. That is it. We are literally doing it to ourselves. So anyways, if you haven't subscribed to Brandon Swink's YouTube channel, I highly suggest you go over there and subscribe to him and see the experiments that he's doing, because he's very relatable and he's extremely detailed. He's the man has written more than any college educated person I've ever seen. He has written filled notebooks up with writings for the past 5 years. I've never seen anybody do that, ever. So he is extremely detail-oriented. He writes everything down. He keeps track of things. You know, so he just comes across in a different manner. And again, he's doing different experiments. I'm 44 years old. I don't need to do any more fucking experiment. I already know what the fuck's up. So, you know, the way I'm going about this is different. I'm just like, fucking fuck it, you know. I'm doing this like I quit fucking alcohol. Like I fucking quit smoking. Like I quit smoking weed, like I quit everything. Like I quit sex. I just fucking said, fuck it. I've been there, done that, done everything there is. I've got the t-shirt. I've got the fucking sticker on the back of the car. I've got the tattoo. I don't need to know any more about it. I already know. I know it in and out and more intimately than I ever want to admit I know it. So, you know, he's doing it different than me. And if you're looking for somebody else's perspective on how this is working for them and what all's involved, I suggest you go over there and see what he's doing. And then, of course, Embodied Souls YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel, I suggest you check that one out. I'm putting up another video today. I did a video on the abuse of my narcissistic ex-wife to her son, my son, Aiden. Very detailed, very gory, very nasty, very intimate, personal details, again, that I'm putting out there because I don't hide anything. I have nothing to hide. I have no shame. I've been shamed and guilted my whole life. I have nothing to be shamed or guilted of. I'm healing. I'm becoming whole, you know. So yeah, you know, a lot of things that I'm putting up over there that are going to be helpful for people that are looking for information on, you know, just real world information like experiences and sad truths of the struggles that we go through on our journeys. So that, again, that channel is called Embodied Souls, and then Brandon Swink. So getting back to the update on the juicing. Okay, so I went over the bowel movements, extremely important, so huge, man. It really blows my mind. I took a picture of both of them over the past 2 days because it's like, wow, it just blows my mind that you can just be drinking juice and have a solid bowel movement. I mean, it's just very hard to wrap a common sense mind around to know that what is coming out of me now has been sitting in there for years, you know, decades, poisoning me, having a part to do with the control of my emotions, actions, thoughts, beliefs, you know, all that shit, keeping me enslaved. And it just reaffirms, it's like, wow, man, I'm actually taking control of my life. For the first time in 44 years, I'm making my own decisions. I'm asserting my will into my life and doing what I know is best for my health and well-being. I'm actually taking care of myself. I'm actually trusting myself. I'm proving to myself for the first time ever that I love myself by actually taking care of myself. It's not a word. I'm not saying it. I'm doing it. And that is powerful, extremely, extremely powerful. So I didn't go through all the detox symptoms I was dealing with. You know, it was because, you know, I went into the depression by oppression, you know, in the last video on the 50-day juicing update. But I didn't go into it. So I was having headaches, you know, I was getting migraines. I was, extremely, extremely tired. Now, of course, that comes with depression, of course, but it wasn't just a depression tiredness. It was a detox tiredness. I mean, like, unbelievably tired. Sleeping a lot. laying down. I quit. I couldn't work puzzles. So all of this is important updates that I didn't put in my 50-day update that transpired over the past 3.5 weeks. So I quit working puzzles. I didn't work puzzles for 3 weeks. I couldn't. I was unable to. It was too much. I was dealing, especially once that shit went down with my son, you know, I just couldn't. I completely shut down because I had to process everything. And so, you know, I just started working a puzzle again, like 3 days ago. Very slowly, taking it very slow because I'm very sensitive, you know, I'm very extremely sensitive emotionally, psychologically, you know, and I just got to be careful. You know, I've got the past few days. I mean, I feel like a different man the past few days. That's how bad of a position the detox was. So I feel like a different man. I feel energized. I've been getting up early, going to bed earlier, getting up earlier. You know, more clarity in my head. Feeling brighter, you know, which all are things that stem from, you know, when you come out of a depressive state, but they also are, so I am recognizing that, you know, a lot of it has to do with the depression, but the depression was all set on again originally by the detox, because I was going into that depression a week and a half prior to the thing that happened with my son, and that's what really threw me into the depression. But again, it wasn't so much depression; it was all of these detox, guys. I'm highly detoxing, extreme detox going on. Let's see what else. So you know, I had headaches. Wasn't working puzzles. Laid up in bed, sleeping a whole hell of a lot, brain fog. Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as that goes. What am I not hitting here? Feel free to question, you know, if you guys have any questions. I might be missing things. There's a lot going on in my life and in my head right now. So I might be missing things. Again, you know, after I got done making that video the other day, I realized, oh man, I forgot the bowel movements. I forgot this, I forgot that. And I really wanted to get back on here and update on these things. Oh, as far as my juices go, I'm drinking. Yesterday I only had a gallon. I only drank a gallon. So I'm not drinking. I'm drinking between a gallon. I'm drinking about a gallon and a half. And again, I'm not active. I'm not that active. You know, so it might go back up to 2 gallons, but I'm drinking about a gallon and a half a day on average. But yeah, yesterday I only drank a gallon and I felt, you know, completely fine. I mean, it isn't like I'm not hungry or anything. I'm not fiending. I'm not, so now over the past few days, guys, also my cravings, like I had said in my last video, god damn, man, these cravings were unreal. I mean, they're so intense, and I wasn't running away from it. I mean, it was all day long, and I'm not running away from it. I'm you know, I'm picturing every part of the food, whatever food comes into my head, and I can almost taste it and salivate. And, you know, but I'm not, you know, oh my God, I got to avoid, I can't think about it. No, I'm facing it because I'm like, the only way to beat it is to crush it. So like I had said in my last video, you know, I had started watching movies again because the detox got so bad 3 weeks ago. I've started watching movies because I needed some kind of comfort, some kind of normalcy, some kind of dopamine hit, right? So I started watching movies again, and it's just so aware, like, of how much they eat, how much they promote eating and consuming in movies is unreal. Like, guys, we think the sex and the violence and you know, the satanic worship and all of that is the bad part. And no, that is like the straw man that they set up. The bad part is the consumption and the eating cooked food and the constant drinking and the constant putting things in our mouths. It is unreal until you are that as sensitive as I am through this detox to see, like, and like I said, you know, most of the ads that pop up on YouTube are for food. Any kind of food. Guys, they are keeping us toxified is what they're doing, because the last thing they want is everybody going on a 50-day juice fast. They don't want anybody doing that. They don't want anybody doing that. It is as simple as this, guys. Think about this. There wouldn't be any hungry people in America if every city, every town, at every corner of the road, every single corner of the road, there were different types of fruit trees. That's all they would have to do. But they don't do that. Because you can survive. I'm surviving off fruit. I've been eating raw for fucking 7 months now. Over 7 months. And I'm fine. I'm healthy. I feel better than I ever have. I mean, I'm detoxing like crazy. Guys, it's all a scam. It's a scheme. It's a game. It's a manipulation. It's an illusion to get you to think that you need to eat this cooked food. I mean, it is bad. The illusion. That is the anchor point. That is the foundation of our enslavement, because we consent and do it willingly. They leave us alone. They don't have to have a jailer watching over us. They teach us, they get our parents to teach us, in our cultures, in our societies to teach us that eating food is the most normal thing. Eating cooked food is the most normal thing. It's not only is it normal, it's required. You'll die. If you don't eat 3 meals a day, you're going to die. That we are enslaved. We're enslaved. We have invisible chains on us. And they don't have to watch us. They know that we're all hiding out in our kill boxes, poisoning ourselves, keeping ourselves dumbed down so that way that we stay in their systems of enslavement with no questions. Because as long as you keep yourselves toxified and poisoned and are enjoying the breads and circuses, you have no reason to uprise or do your own thing and take your attention back from these abusive systems of control, because you worship the abusive systems of control through your consumption. Period. It's that simple. It's that simple. So, you know, just realizing, man, how unbelievably enslaved we are of our own accord, of our own free will. And that people want to laugh and act like it's nothing, and they want to laugh and act like it's okay to slaughter hundreds of billions of animals a year for our taste buds, and it's okay because we need a balanced diet and we need protein, and all these lies, complete lies. I haven't had any protein from animal sources or anything like that, no animal fats in 7 months. I mean, it's unreal. We've been completely lied and bamboozled to, you know. So I think that's good enough for this update. I got tons of things going through my head. I still need to get Jennifer's video out on her story. Yeah, I'll probably do that next. But yeah, guys, just remember, take care of yourself. Nobody else will.